welcome to Pirate News. I'm Maria Levandowski.
And I'm Jack Haigney. On today's episode, we will bring you the latest from across campus, the tri-state area, and the globe.
We will also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area.
This Friday from 5 to 10 p.m., the Spring Fling Carnival will be taking place in the Xavier parking lot. There will be carnival rides, games, a petting zoo, food trucks, and more. Let's throw it to our field team to tell us a little bit more.
It's going to be so fun. First of all, I can't even begin to describe it. So it's going to be a huge carnival where we have all these carnival-like rides, and we're going to have food trucks, and we're even going to have a petting zoo, and we're going to have so many different types of foods that we usually have at county fairs. A few things to remember for the event this Friday, the 29th from 5 to 10 p.m. It's going to be on the X parking lot. Please remember to RSVP on Engage and check in once you get there. If you have any questions whatsoever, please contact us at SHU_SAB. And we have a few things hidden for you guys, a few surprises. And the only way for you to know is to come by and check it out.
Housing and Residence Life announced that Newman Hall will be offering 2 new housing options for returning students for the 2022-2023 academic year. The 2 options are single-room occupancy, which were formerly double rooms, and double-room occupancy, which were formerly triple rooms. Room rates for the Newman Plus experience have yet to be announced. Note that these rooms are part of suites and you may have suite mates.
The Empty Chair campaign comes to a close this Friday, April 29th. The Empty Chair campaign is a campaign that has been running all month by No More as a part of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. One can find purple metal foldable chairs around campus with stories attached about why an individual may be missing from school due to sexual assault. There are 7 chairs placed in various locations around campus.
A collaborative article of 4 professors, 2 of which belong to Seton Hall, has been selected for the International Communication Association in Paris, France. Their research focuses on showcasing how using social media is a natural part of students' worlds. The collaborative and international article is currently ranked 3rd out of 264 and under review to be in a top-tier educational research journal, Computers in Education. Congratulations to Seton Hall faculty Ruth Surya, Assistant Professor of Communication, and Christine Lowe, Assistant Professor of Art and Design, as well as April Williams, Assistant Professor of Communication and Media at the University of Michigan, and Aya Yadlin-Siegel, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Politics and Communications at Hadassah Academic College in Jerusalem.
Now we'll send it over to Jackson Shank for your Seton Hall sports update. Jackson?
Thanks, Jack. I'm Jackson Shank here with your Seton Hall sports update. The men's golf team is eyeing the Big East crown as the championship tournament is in full swing. Last night, the second round concluded with the Pirates seated 1 stroke behind first. With the help of birdies from junior Weien Liang Zi, they overcame their 7-stroke deficit that they had at the beginning of the day. With the Pirates now 5 under par on the tournament, they are 1 stroke behind the leaders, Marquette and UConn. The final round of the tournament is being concluded at the time of this recording, so stay tuned for the next episode to hear the conclusion. Heading over to the baseball side of things, the baseball team took on the Ryder Bronx Tuesday at our very own O&T Carroll Field. Behind a career-high 4 hits for junior shortstop Jonathan Luters, the Pirates surged to a 6-2 victory. They tallied an incredible 15 hits as they kept the train moving all day long. The pitching staff also had an incredible day as Joe Sinella started the game with 4 shutout innings along with 4 Ks, while the bullpen followed up with just allowing 5 hits. The Pirates take on and will head to Georgetown tomorrow as they begin a 3-game series in D.C. That's all for today's PTV Sports Update. Once again, I'm Jackson Shank. Now back to Jack and Maria with your local news.
U.S. President Joe Biden is set to give the commencement speech next month at the University of Delaware. Quote, "The entire University of Delaware community is truly honored to welcome President Biden as our distinguished guest and the first sitting U.S. president to deliver a commencement address at University of Delaware to celebrate the excellence and achievement of the class of 2022, University of Delaware President Dennis Assassinis said Tuesday. Biden graduated from the University of Delaware in 1965 and was elected to the U.S. Senate from Delaware 7 years later. This will be the 5th time that he has given a commencement speech at his alma mater after most recently attending the school's graduation in 2014 as vice president.
A man died in front of the Supreme Court last week after setting himself on fire. Following this event, we continue to learn more about Wynn Bruce and his motives for this act. This occurred last Friday, the 22nd, on Earth Day, We now know that this act was not a suicide, but rather an act of protest to bring awareness to the climate crisis. The act was supposed to resemble the Vietnamese monks famous for this style of protest during the Vietnam War. A friend of Bruce's and a climate scientist at the Environmental Defense Fund said that Bruce did not do this to inspire self-immolation. Instead, the act was, quote, a deeply fearless act of compassion to bring attention to climate crisis, end quote.
Now we will head over to Katie Malanka with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Katie?
I'm Katie Malanka with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today, expected to be cloudy with a high of 56 and low of 39. Tomorrow, it's going to be warmer with a high of 61 and low of 41 with the sun shining throughout the day. Heading into the weekend on Saturday, the warmth will continue with a high of 66 and low of 42 with cloudy skies throughout the day. On Sunday, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 67 and low of 50. Finally, on Monday, there will be showers in the morning with a high of 57 and low of 52. That will do it for your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. I'm Katie Malanka. Now back to Maria and Jack with more of the news you need to know.
South Orange bans gas leaf blowers from May 1st to September 30th, and the measure will go into effect Sunday. The decision comes after the South Orange Board of Trustees voted to place heavy restrictions on the use of leaf blowers. South Orange joins dozens of towns across the state with similar regulations, including Maplewood, which banned summertime blowers 3 years ago. An ordinance passed last week in Maplewood prohibits the use of all gas-powered lawn devices, from mowers to edgers, starting in 2023.
A 13-year-old boy will soon graduate from the University of Minnesota with a bachelor's degree in physics and a minor in math. Not only is Elliot Tanner going to graduate, he holds an impressive 3.78 GPA, participates in undergraduate research connected to his major, and tutors his classmates. He started doing math at age 3 and began taking college courses when he was only 9. Now, Elliot is seeking to earn his PhD once he has completed his undergraduate work and has already been accepted to the University of Minnesota's Physics PhD program. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Jack Haigney.
And I'm Maria Levandowski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.